It's Indio Radio. It's the John and Drew Show. I'm John.
I'm Drew.
It's Kane.
Our guest today is Angie Taylor. You can find
Still
her.
Here.
Hi. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She hasn't run away.
She's like, that's my name. Hi. Hey. You can find her on Twitter at Angie Taylor, STL. She is, of course, the co-host of SportsPRchat, which takes place on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And, I mean, how many people participate in this SportsPRchat?
It varies from week to week. I mean, sometimes depending on what athletic event is on TV or what holiday it is. But we've had between probably 20 and 50 regulars.
Wow.
So we have a good crew. If it gets over like 30 or 40, sometimes it's hard for me to moderate. So I think our 20 is a perfect number for me.
Yeah.
But the more the merrier always. So
Very cool.
So since obviously you're a woman and obviously, you sound like one and you look like one.
Okay.
So quacks like a duck, walks like a duck.
You see what I was talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to do this without staring into her eyes because you guys are.
No, we all know you haven't been staring in her eyes. We all know that.
After we pointed out earlier in the show that they were like having this baseball staring, like connecting moment.
Now all of a sudden it got weird.
He won't look at her. He's like,
I won't look at him either because you guys made it super awkward.
Every time she turns her head, I turn my head the other way.
This is like we're in 8th grade and people are like, so do you like me? I don't know. Do you like me?
Check this box.
Circle,
yes or no?
Yes or no.
What about, there's a bunch of flack about Brent Musburger.
Correct.
You did a chat on that, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
What was your take on it?
I mean, during the game, it was one of those things where I was watching and I didn't think anything of it. I mean, I remember the comments. I remember them calling her out as an Auburn grad, calling her out. I mean, it was
that's
mentioned.
her best part. She's an Auburn grad.
That's
no,
right.
I'm not an Auburn grad. I just
Auburn
all
fan.
of my family is Auburn grads.
Ah, okay.
I'd argue
I wasn't
that's her
good
best
enough.
part, though. Let's be
Well,
honest.
I
All right,
think,
let's go.
and that's kind of what he pointed out.
Best part I'm going to see.
The camera's kind of focused on AJ McCarron's family and his girlfriend, and the next morning there was an uproar because he was talking about how attractive she was, and he said something along the lines of like, oh, boys across the country are going to be throwing the pigskin around trying to become quarterbacks because if you can have a girlfriend like this beautiful.
Sure.
And I didn't think anything of it because she's hot.
Right, exactly.
She's Miss Alabama.
Yeah.
She does, bikini contests
and she
or
digs
whatever.
Football players, obviously.
Or she just, I thought it was strange that there was so many people upset that he made comments.
I'm glad to hear that.
Isn't that a healthier motivation though? Than you're going to be rich and have a bunch of fans and die a horrible death.
That's the original motivation.
Well, and another
to
thing,
be cool.
No,
that's why you play sports
to attract a woman.
Well, you be cool by playing sports to attract a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
right.
true. Well, and that's people were saying
motivation.
that she was positioned as a pork.
Oh
my gosh! That wasn't even out of context. That was serious.
Like a pork chop? Were you gonna say?
No, that's not where I was going, Drew.
Please flag that audio.
Being a perk of an elite quarterback, and it reminded
were right either
me.
Way. Actually.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I thought. Oh my god,
you're fine.
Freudian slip.
And now they're staring again at each other.
Yeah.
Just want to point that out.
There you go.
Well, something else got more awkward. So
so now we're good. The air is clear. We're good.
It's my job to keep things extremely awkward.
But I mean, immediately the next day, I mean, the night of the game, her Twitter followers increased to almost 225,000. She had like 300.
Oh my gosh.
Donald Trump asked her to be, I think, a judge in the Miss America pageant. So she just blew up in fame.
Is there still any stink over what Musburger did, or what's the story?
Yeah, ESPN issued an apology. And that was another thing. I understand that they had to kind of take a stance and make a statement, especially since they've come under a lot of heat.
Well, because
lately.
the people they have commentating are retarded.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I mean,
they're not even. They need to be hospitalized. That's how bad they are.
He's holding his hand out like, "Don't interrupt me, John.
Right.
Let me say this.
I want to add on that they need to be hospitalized.
They're that
Retarded
bad.
wasn't enough. They are mentally beyond challenge, and they need to be in a hospital." And tears well up, and they run down his face, and he has a heart attack right on the show.
He cares.
No, I care.
He cares.
I
cares
care
a lot
about my fellow man.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
Okay.
does.
Yes, I do.
All right.
Otherwise, I wouldn't do what I do.
You're right.
All right.
Okay, that killed that break.
Yeah.
All
John,
right, so,
now you're the break killer. Good.
you know, you talked about Alabama.
I did.
Every time that I hear the word Alabama in my head, I hear Forrest Gump going, Greenbow, Alabama!
Oh.
Awesome.
All right.
Just awesome.
Let's end it here then. How
When
about
we
that?
come
he
back-
did go to Alabama.
You went to Alabama?
No. Forrest Gump.
Oh, well, you pointed at him.
I know.
Well,
The listeners can't tell that there was some sort of like.
Thank you.
Pointed.
Angie's now starting to understand what John and I go through.
Okay.
no, I'm trying to get him to interact with me. That's why I wave, and he just turns his back and ignores.
Drew's not a smart man, but he knows how to get out of a break. When we come back, we will do Drew's Mad Minute. Bothered sloth. I have no idea how that connects, but let's find out.
Hairy animal, long claws, moves real slow.
There we go.
People from
So
Alabama.
isn't that
Do we
just
even
a
need to
sloth?
do the Mad Minute now? I mean, come on.
All right.
It's more about the biblical sin.
Holy crap. It's the John and Drew Show, broadcasting live, Shock City Studios on, of course, Indio Radio.